This was the world's first bomb guided by birds. The navigation of the bomb was controlled by three pigeons, and they were even more accurate than radar technology at the time. This gliding bomb was mainly divided into four parts. The front section was the nose cone, which contained the guidance system where the pigeons were placed. The middle section contained the main explosive warhead. On both sides were the wings, and at the rear were the tail fins of the glide bomb. Let's take a closer look at the nose section. Inside it were three pigeons, whose task was to continuously peck at the target image displayed in front of them, thereby guiding the bomb. So how did this system work? The guidance system was divided into three major components: the optical projection unit, the observation panel, and the control mechanism at the rear. The optical projection unit projected the image of the target onto the screens in front of the pigeons. It consisted of a circular panel with three holes arranged in a triangular pattern. Each hole contained a lens, and inside each lens was an optical device similar to a periscope. To prevent damage to the optical components, the entire unit was enclosed within a protective plastic shell. Next was the observation panel, which consisted of three screens, each used by one pigeon. They were also arranged in a triangular formation, aligned with the three optical holes in the projection unit. Each screen was a semi-transparent circular plastic disc, mounted on four pressure springs. Around the edge of the screen were four air valves, each connected to four air tubes, with each tube corresponding to a different direction of movement. Behind this was the control compartment, made of lightweight metal plates and internally pressurized. It was divided into three separate chambers, each holding one pigeon. Each chamber had an opening through which the pigeon could be inserted. The pigeon was secured in place with its body restrained so that only its head could move freely, allowing it to peck at the screen. After understanding the structure of the glide bomb, let's see how it worked in combat. This glide bomb was typically mounted under the wings of fighter aircraft. After release, it would glide toward the target under controlled flight. At this moment, the optical system in the nose continuously projected the image of the target onto the screens in front of the pigeons. These pigeons were specially trained. They could recognize the target image and peck at the screen repeatedly. Each time the pigeon's beak touched the screen, the contact was converted into a pneumatic signal. As long as the bomb maintained the correct flight path, the target image would appear at the center of the screen. When the pigeons pecked at the center, the screen vibrated evenly in all directions. However, if the bomb deviated from its course due to wind or other factors, the target image would shift away from the center. The pigeons would continue pecking at the image, but this would cause the screen to vibrate unevenly. The air valve closest to the pecking point would draw in more air, while the opposite valve would close. This created a difference in air pressure between the tubes. The resulting pneumatic signal was then transmitted to four motors at the rear of the bomb. These motors controlled the control rods connected to the flight surfaces, and with the assistance of a gyroscope, they could adjust the wings to correct the bomb's direction. This process continued until the target image returned to the center of the screen. Through the coordination of all these systems, the glide bomb could follow a designated path toward the target until it ultimately destroyed it. Although this bomb had a surprisingly high accuracy, it had a fatal flaw. In bad weather, the target image could become blurred, causing the pigeons to peck randomly or even stop pecking entirely. This could cause the bomb to deviate from its trajectory and miss the target. Besides pigeons, during World War II, another unusual weapon used bats as bombs.